right, Coach Vines on his second. Is it second or third? You've been on Chalk Talk a few times now, haven't you, Coach?
I think this is my third time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome,
So,
man. Well, this time it's a little bit more implications, a little bit more on the line.
all right.
You got a little bit more going on in your life
I do.
besides just that you were at the AD at Wildwood, but still coaching football. But you made a pretty big transition, and so congratulations on getting the AD job at Jefferson High School. How's that been going for you?
It's good, man. I mean, it's something I've had my eye on for a couple of years, and um, leaving the coaching part is going to be tough, but it's going pretty well
Yeah.
right now. Being between two schools is tough, but I'm learning as I go, and once I get in there full time, I'll hit the ground running.
Yeah, for sure. So, what have the kids congratulate you? Are they sad? What was the vibe around Wildwood when you?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, I think with the kids and also with me, it's comforting to know who's coming in behind me.
Mhm.
Um, Coach Miller's going to do a good job with it, and the kids like him. So they asked me why'd you leave, and then well, Ryan, Coach Miller will be here, and they kind of smile a little bit. So I think they'll be fine, and they'll see me in a couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. So, has it impacted you at all as far as coaching, or it hasn't been a distraction at all, or how's it been?
Um, it has, and honestly, it I'm really glad I have good assistants. I have two good guys that have really carried the load the last couple of weeks. I've had to cut out of practice early a lot, and I'm getting there late sometimes. And Coach Milov and Branson have really kind of taken the program, put it on their back for the last couple of weeks. And um, we're transitioning in duties, trying to let those guys do a lot more in preparation for what's to come. But they're along the lines of what I said about Coach Miller. The same thing's true with football. That we have two good guys that have been there. They've been at Wildwood for. Branson just came back, but he's been coaching at Wildwood a total of 4 or 5 years, and Milod's this is his fifth year. So they know what the program entails, and they're gonna keep it moving and probably improve it. I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, you know that they say that the staff is a reflection of the head coach. So, you got a good staff. That means you must have been doing a good job over there. So, hats off to you for that. I know you won't take credit for it, but
And
definitely.
I'm surrounded by good people. I know that.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, absolutely huge game for you, not just because it's a championship, but your last football game that you'll coach. And how long has it been?
And this is the last game of year 22,
Year 22.
game 165. Man, I actually did some math recently on
Yeah.
all this. So yeah,
So this will
it,
be game 165 and your last one, and you're not going to do the post game interview. So now I got to get to talk about it now.
I
Uh,
don't think I'm gonna be able to, man. I kind of said it as a joke at first, but now I think I
yeah,
think those guys are gonna handle it for me. They're gonna
yeah,
carry me
man.
one last
It's,
time.
it's going to be an emotional game for you. Uh,
Yeah,
so how's the week been going preparation wise? Are the boys locked in?
they're locked in. You know, we've installed a few things specifically for this week. I mean, we're not going to change what we do a whole lot. You know, dance with the girl that brought you there, right? That's our. But we've had two really good practices in a row, and at our level, that doesn't happen a lot. So they're locked in. Um, we feel like we're prepped. We've done everything we can do to get ready. I believe it's just fine tuning from here on out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I know you mentioned installing a few things, and one of those things that you'll be installing is Braylon Holmes. That's new since Braylon didn't get a chance to play in the last game. What did you see as far as impact wise? I know what I saw is they had a big physical running back,
Yeah.
and Braylon is a big physical player on your defensive line, and he wasn't there. What do you feel like was the biggest impact on the defensive side, not having him there?
Um, well, everybody that's watched Coach Benjamin call play, I apologize for that.
No worries.
Coach Benjamin call plays knows he is going to attack the edge a lot, not just with sweeps, but off tackle runs. And and when he finds something that he can exploit, he's going to keep exploiting it. And we really struggled maintaining the edge. And really, quite honestly, we didn't match their physicality in the first game. And as a coach, I put that on me. Um, so we definitely amped up the physical part of practice in preparation for this. Um, you know, we gotta make them adjust. We gotta get them out of that 8-9 man box, and bring in 7 or 8 every play. We got to make them pay for that, and we weren't able to do that offensively. But back to your question, because I'm kind of rambling. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, defensively, like I said, not having your big, strong defensive end, it is going to hurt. And I think Bray saw that and learned from it, hopefully, and he's going to have a big game. Is what we're looking for out of him.
Yeah, for sure. And I know you touched a little bit on the offensive side, and them putting 8, 9 people in the box. So what is Braylon gives you that kind of that triple threat, where he can also get downhill. He throws the ball, and then you guys can hand the ball off to your running backs and things like that. So he does give you that option. And you guys are used to scoring a lot of points, and 12 points in a game. I'm sure that was a little disappointing for you and your staff and players. So are you looking for it to be another low scoring game? Or are you guys looking to really put some points on the board? What's your vision?
I actually see it being a low scoring game. And when you say we scored 12 points, none of them were on the offensive side of the ball.
Right.
And I actually thought about this morning. Banjo and we've been competing for a long time, and the only time I can remember ever winning a game without scoring an offensive touchdown was actually Wildwood's first win against Roy at Harper's Ferry. We recovered a fumble in the end zone, won 6-0. So you don't win very many games like that. To be up with 2 minutes to go, and really with 2 minutes to go, we kind of had them against the ropes. They made a couple of really big plays in crucial situations, and that's how they got the win.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a roller coaster there in that fourth quarter. And I mean, one of the most exciting games that I've got to watch on home team sports has been a middle school game.
Be ready for another one. It's going to be a good one on Saturday.
I was telling Coach it was literally the number one watched football game that we've covered. And it still is. And for that to be a middle school game is a testament to what you guys have done with your programs. And I think that's awesome. And to show you guys that there's a ton of support in the community for your programs and respect for what you guys have done. Kind of going through that fourth quarter was up and down, roller coaster of emotions, and you guys took the lead. And then, Banjo ran some crazy, trick plays. Were you
Banjo ran what Banjo runs. And we told the kids all week, 14 is in the backfield, it's pass. Mm-hmm. They got us with that. And our kids were often in position. We didn't. It's a couple of times we got caught out of position, but we were usually in position. Just didn't quite make as many plays down the stretch. That's what it comes down to in a tight game.
Yeah, I mean, what vibes like though in the locker room and after the game? Did you find yourself having to pick them up, or were they picking themselves up?
We had to do some picking up at first, but they rebounded pretty quickly. Of course, we took one on the chin the following week against a good Daniel Morgan team too. So, when you win 25 in a row, it's gonna end at some point. And the kids that are on the field when it ends are naturally going to feel bad, but they're also 13 years old. They're resilient. I'm sure they went home and got on the Xbox or whatever, and they were fine by that evening. And as a staff, you never want to lose, but sometimes that's a little bit of a relief, and sometimes you realize your team might need that. And so hopefully we've learned from those 2 losses. We went down to Clay Patel and had a big win, had a good time, kind of had the gang all back together at once. And so hopefully we're ready for Saturday. I think we are.
What are the keys to the game for Saturday?
Keys to our game is to match their physicality, make them make adjustments, and get the ball to our playmakers. We didn't we didn't do a good job of that. So,
Yeah.
Coach Branson, get the ball to the playmakers, buddy.
Yeah, so you guys are playing at noon on a Saturday. Does that switch up anything preparation wise? I know there's a lot of you get used to things and superstitions and creature of habit. I mean, does that break anything up for you guys?
Not really, because as much as we'd love to be creatures of habit, we played games on a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We played games on every day but Tuesday and Friday.
Yeah,
So, we just played it. We played at 1 p.m. last week on a Saturday. So really, the Saturday it gave us 5 full days. So we've been going every day for 2 hours and trying to keep it moving and we'll just get in some good work and get ready.
yeah.
But the Saturday time actually is a bonus for us. I mean, I'm sure Banjo probably feels the same way. The more time you have to prep for a tough opponent, the
Yeah,
better.
for sure. All right, coach. Well, this will be your last chalk talk as a head football coach. Uh,
Yeah, don't
I
keep reminding me of this, man. That's the hard part.
Yes, and man, I've been happy to be able to do a couple of them and to do your last one, man. I got a lot of respect for you. I respect what you've done in the community outside of sports and things like that. And so you continue doing what you do, and I'm couldn't be more happy to see that you have the AD job at Jefferson High School. I know you got big things planned for there too. So your job's not done; it's just in a different capacity.
Yeah, and we appreciate home team sports. We really do. The kids like the coverage. It's nice for us to get out there and get our programs out there and promote them. So we
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely, Coach. Well, good luck on Saturday. I'll definitely be watching from Florida.